Peace and blessings. This is Shango Rei, aka Real Deal Ray, and we're going to be doing something a little bit different. This is not a Shangodiac like a regular reading. This is Shango Rei's um, Sagittarius Love Diagnostics. Yes, this reading is all about the compartment of love in your life. So whether that's something that is of importance, that's something that has been lacking, something that has been not going the way you want. Maybe you're wondering whether the relationship that you're in is you might be in a relationship, but it might be lacking something. Maybe it's love less. Maybe you're just going through the motions. Maybe you're putting in all the effort trying to make it into something that it's not. Maybe your partner's trying to make it into something, but you're just, like I said, going through the motions. Maybe you haven't been in a relationship in quite some time and you're sick of this shit. You keep pining and whining about this twin flame joker when they coming around, you know. Maybe you're casually dating but also busy in other areas of your life. But you know, now and again, like it just keeps kind of coming back up. Like when am I going to meet the one? You know, so this is not a reading as far as like a forecast. Like, yo, I'm looking, and we're looking at all these different future timelines and things, and this is not that. This is a love diagnostic. I'm gonna do a little bit something different. I'm gonna do a chakra spread. Okay, for those who don't know, chakras are basically, you have 7 main energy centers or highways or gateways, if you will, running down that correspond with an important gland of your body. So you got one at the top of your head, right here. You got more than this, but these are the main ones. One in your throat, your heart, solar plexus, the navel, and then the tailbone genital area. Okay, and they each kind of govern and correspond to a particular area or aspect of your life. Okay, so Saggy, what's going on, Saggy? Okay, so we're gonna look and see what's the problem here. We're going to look at the tip of the iceberg here. Okay, so you're going to at least be pointed in the right direction. Now, as far as the details go, that's going to depend on you. Of course, you can always get your own detailed love diagnostic consultation with me. All you got to do is go in the description box. Simple as that. It's 2 ways. Either you book one or you can call me on the hotline. But for now, we're going to get into some of the reasons that are going on. And this is for who, when, and where it needs to be. Alright? Alright. That was all the shuffling I'm going to do. Okay, that's another thing about these readings. I'm not going to keep shuffling. Like that one series of shuffles, that's it. Now it's just pulling cards. It's already done. Thy will is already done. Okay, so there's a serious misalignment going on if you don't have what you want. Either you already have it, or it's on the motherfucking way. And if not, 99.9% of the time, there's misalignments on the other subtle areas of your being. The subtle beliefs, things that you are not aware of. If you was aware of it, you'd be able to fix the shit, Sag. You of anybody, okay? So I believe in you, all right? So let's see what's going on. All right, Saji. Just give me a second as I survey the chakras. Okay, some of you Sages, as crazy as this sounds, your crown chakras severely underactive. Okay, which means you're being even more trapped in this illusionary physical world. almost, I would go to say, if I have to say it in a certain phrase, locked down. Okay, locked down, which is highly uncharacteristic for a lot of you Sages. Okay, before we go any further with this, and I tell you, because the first place I've been looking lately on these last couple readings here is the heart chakra, the highway and byway. You know what I'm saying? But before that, I want to give you some letters. Actually, Spirit want to give you some letters. I'm gonna give you 3 letters. Okay. Now these 3 letters are either the first letter of your first name, first letter of the first name of someone you're dealing with, or first letter of the name of the kind of situation. For example, D, divorce. Okay. H, happy. M, marriage. You get it. All right. All right. First letter, L. Now, these letters may or may not apply to some of you. It doesn't really matter if you resonate with what's being told here. The other thing is, we're stepping outside the circle of times here. I forget to keep saying this because this is all new to me. This is just a new way of doing this shit, okay? We're stepping outside the circles of time. I'm not forecasting. We're not doing anything. We're not looking down future timelines and all that. This is all about, this reading is done in divine timing. Meaning, it's September 14th, 2017 when I'm actually recording this. You might find this shit 2 years, 3 years from now. But oh, does it apply? And oh, yes, I am still speaking to you because we're outside the circles of time, okay? Now, back to the letters. Second letter, C. C, as in cat. And we have a Y. Y. Okay? Now, back to this here. See, some of you guys, some of you Sagittarius, though, have been doing a lot of work, I see here. This is what you had in the heart chakra area, okay? And I'm seeing this here as doing very, very well. You're doing very, very well here. All right. So the problem is not so much in the heart chakra area. Now, what is being drawn to my attention, though, is right above the heart chakra, the throat chakra. So some of you Sagittarius, believe it or not, as gregarious as Sagittarius are, have had their communication, okay, severely, the throat chakra is severely underactive. So some of you are severely not really speaking your truth or the truth or both, okay? You've been communicating to the world also that through your beliefs, which transmute through your actions, that you don't really deserve a good relationship. Some of you have also been told when you was a child you'll never find somebody. That just came out too. I don't know what that's about. But you'll never, and you actually believed it, or a part of you believed it, that inner child or whoever that was that heard that shit, that younger you believed the shit. And they're still live within you. Even though you think you done moved on and hogwash, Okay, but the other area of that's catching my attention here is a very overactive, a very overactive solar chakra. Okay, so some of us are having a major time with our egos right now. We have ourselves way up high on a pedestal, and it's not really on some self-love shit. It's more or less some ego shit, okay? And it's been causing problems in the past, and will continue until you resolve these certain things. And there are ways to resolve them. You can find out how to resolve them. You can also do your own research into chakras and find out, if one is overactive, how do you balance it out? If it's underactive, not doing enough, how do you juice it up? and stuff like that. There's a lot of different things you could do. But anyway, so I'm being led. My attention here is also back on this solar chakra area here, okay? And what it's also telling me, um, it's almost like the cocky person who just talks so much shit and is always bragging about shit. I'm not saying necessarily that's what you've been doing, but in many ways they do that to compensate. Okay, and it also keeps other shit away from them. Stuff that they would actually want, they're actually repelling it. Okay, so I feel like in many ways, and I'm gonna tell you something else too. Some of you also know you're repelling it, and you're like, you are cool with that right now. I guess if you could say cool, you're cool with it right now. Okay, but yes, we have a definitely, like, this shit has taken on a life of its own. Sometimes to the point where you even got to step. It's like, I can't believe I said that. Who was that? It's almost like you get possessed sometimes by your ego self. I can't believe I did that shit. In the solace of your own, when you're by yourself, when you're driving back from somewhere and it's just quiet in the car and you're just like, fuck, like, that's when you be like, okay, who was that? Like, I can't believe I did that shit. Like, I fuck. But and then you kind of just be like, oh well, Um, that's this shit right here. And it can get pretty maniacal, pretty maniacal. Okay. Um, and once again, some of you Sages, you done bought wolf tickets, and these wolf tickets, these false beliefs about who you are, what you are, um, the nature of this experience that you call reality or the world, has severely shut you down. Also, some religious beliefs are really fucking you up. Pretty much any religious belief. If you say the word religious, anyways, but that's not. I'm not disrespecting anybody. Whatever your beliefs. I mean, I don't respect anybody's beliefs. Okay, I don't even respect my beliefs. Okay, why? Because they are just that, beliefs. Just like clothes, you can change them. Okay, now you might think they're true, you might think they're false, whatever. But I do respect you. Okay, as a person until I'm disrespected, and then I return fire in magnitude. Okay, but yeah, so definitely the issue here, the tip of the iceberg, the clue for you is this overactive solar chakra and this underactive throat chakra. And many of you believe it's wrong for you to say what you want to. That's what hurts me to hear that shit. And then, of course, this right here. Um, this is playing a part for you, Sag. Um, this underactive crown chakra. Okay? So if you want your own personal, for you, your own personal love diagnostic consultation, which is just a consultation, there's two ways to go about that. We can be on the phone later on discussing what is of most importance to you, uncovering some mysteries, and getting you going in a direction that's going to have you full of aha moments. Okay, you can either book a half hour, an hour long consultation in the description box, or you can call me on my hotline. Either way, I look forward to hearing from you. Peace and blessings to you. I hope this information, it is my intention. Fuck hope. Hope ain't got shit to do with it. Hope's a pussy word, okay? It's my intention this information serve you to your highest good. And in the coming minutes, hours, days, and maybe weeks, uh, this will begin to matriculate back into your consciousness, and where you have some, that's what the fuck he was talking about. That was me, right? Okay, peace and blessings, though. I will be back with also the Shango Rei within about a week or so. So, see you then.